Welcome back to Nifty 50 Photographers. Now in today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do some street photography just using a mobile phone. And we're here in the wonderful city of Manchester. Now why are we doing this with a mobile phone? Well, it's a great thing for street photography. Several reasons. It's the camera you're most likely always to have with you. And as the saying goes, the best camera is the one you've got at the time. And it's unobtrusive, it's light, it's easy to carry. Generally people won't get as offended because they're used to people with camera phones just taking pictures. So it's not like a big DSLR that you might be shoving in somebody's face. So let's hit the streets, find some good locations, and I'll give you a few tips on how to get the most of street photography with your phone. So my first tip is find a great background, and it's ideal if you can find something like a long street, something that draws the viewer's eyes in. And this looks great. What I might do is just wait a moment, a couple of trams to get closer to me just to make it more interesting, and then take my photo. And I'm going to shoot these in RAW because I can on the iPhone and because I want to do some processing afterwards. It's easier to have a RAW file. There's a tram just coming in. It'd be great if we could get one coming both ways, but let's grab this shot just as the tram gets somewhere out there, over the person there. Well, that's it. So that's my first tip, find a nice long interesting background. Now one problem always when you're filming is if you're filming into the sun, and especially this time of year when it's very low light. But you can use that to your advantage. It works really well in black and white if you use it as a sort of rim light. So what I need now is an interesting scene, capture some people and maybe use the light behind them to sort of create a nice silhouette. I'll just have a wander around and see if I can find a nice scene to capture somebody in. What's quite interesting here is the light is bouncing off this building. It's creating some interesting shadows. It's been raining overnight, so the pavement's wet. The light behind some of the people, that will make an interesting shot. So, crouch down here. Let's just see what's going on. It's more interesting this direction. So guys, I'll also post this on the Nifty 50 Instagram account, so have a look for @Nifty50 Photographers on Instagram, and please follow me on there. You'll see some additional shots taken in my walk around Manchester. Of course, there's loads of opportunities with the leading lines, especially around here when I've got things like tram rails. Well, another thing you can do is look for some symmetry. This wonderful building here with all these arches. Just going to have a look up here and see. Yeah, now this will look great. So one thing I would recommend is you find the scene and wait for somebody to walk into it. So what I need is somebody just framed in that arch. So capturing a few things here, frames within a frame. Another thing you can do is use buildings. So I'm right alongside a glass building. Let me step back and show you what I mean. But I'm going to stand right alongside the glass, and that's going to give me some nice reflections and also some perspective because it's going to lead you into the frame. The camera phone, as you can see, is right alongside the glass. I just need a bit of interest, maybe another tram to arrive. I'm going to try and make this perfectly symmetrical, so the line down the middle, which is actually the edge of the building. People in there. Now it's just a question of waiting for the right moment. Okay, another thing you can do is finding an interesting symmetrical space and then just wait for somebody to walk into your frame. Don't forget, you can also use your phone in landscape. Now, as I'm walking around, the other thing I'm looking for, things I could put in front of the lens, it might just make a more interesting frame. But just look around, sooner or later you come across something that you can use. So guys, there's my little walk around Manchester. I did actually all that on one street, so bags of opportunities to get some great shots. So just let me summarise what I said. So you can use the side of buildings to create perspective, look for reflections and shadows. What else did we do? We look for frames within a frame, we look for symmetry and allowed our subject to walk into the space. We use the sun as a rim light to backlight people, so shooting straight into the sun. And the other thing, of course, we did was look for an interesting background with depth to draw your viewer in. And frankly, we took a lot of pictures of trams because I think they always look photogenic. I hope you enjoyed that video and got a lot out of it. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel to see some more content like this. If you've got any other tips for photographers, want to leave them in the comments as well so that they can learn from us all. In the meantime, go out and have some fun with your camera, even if it's just the one on your phone. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.